Have you ever wondered what autonomy means for a region and its people? How does it affect their identity, their politics, and their future? Autonomy, the self-governance of a region, is a complex concept intertwined with notions of identity, power, and sovereignty. It's a topic that's been thrust into the spotlight recently with the case of Jammu and Kashmir in India.
Please subscribe to this channel. Your single membership is extremely valuable for our growth and motivation. To receive regular updates, click the bell icon.
This region, once granted a measure of autonomy under Article 370 of the Indian Constitution, has seen this status revoked, sparking controversy and debate. Today, we journey into the heart of this matter, the abrogation of Jammu and Kashmir's autonomy. To understand the present, we must delve into the past. The story begins with Article 370 of the Indian Constitution. This particular provision, enacted in 1950, was more than just a clause in a legal document. It was a symbol of the unique status of Jammu and Kashmir within the Indian Union. It offered the region a degree of autonomy, allowing it to have its own constitution, flag, and control over internal administrative matters. While the rest of India moved in one direction, Jammu and Kashmir had the liberty to chart its own course. However, the winds of change began to blow in 2019. The Narendra Modi-led government, in a move that shocked many, decided to revoke Article 370, stripping Jammu and Kashmir of its special status. The region was bifurcated into two union territories, a decision that sent ripples across the nation and beyond. In the midst of this whirlwind, the Supreme Court of India was called upon to weigh in. The apex court was tasked with determining the constitutionality of the government's actions. It was a monumental challenge, one that would have far-reaching implications not just for Jammu and Kashmir, but for the very fabric of Indian democracy and federalism. The court examined both the substance of the government's decision and the procedure adopted to bring it into effect. After diligent deliberation, the court upheld the government's decision as constitutionally valid. It ruled that the government had acted within its powers and that the decision to revoke Article 370 was in accordance with the provisions of the Indian Constitution. But the court's role didn't end there. It also called for the restoration of Jammu and Kashmir statehood and directed the Election Commission to hold elections to its state assembly by September 30th, 2024. The verdict was met with a host of reactions. While the ruling Bharatiya Janata Party celebrated, resentment brewed in the Kashmir Valley. Concerns were raised about the implications for India's democracy and federalism, adding layers of complexity to an already intricate issue. Fast forward to 2023, the Supreme Court's verdict has added a new chapter to this ongoing saga. The Supreme Court's decision is not just a legal verdict, it holds profound political implications. A deep dive into the judgment reveals the court's endorsement of the government's move to revoke Article 370, which had previously granted Jammu and Kashmir a degree of autonomy. The court has deemed both the substance of the decision and the procedure followed by the Narendra Modi government as constitutionally valid. The ruling not only ratified the abrogation of autonomy, but also stripped Jammu and Kashmir of its statehood, dividing it into two union territories. However, the Supreme Court did not stop at this. It took a step further, directing a path towards the restoration of the region's statehood. The court has ordered the Election Commission to hold elections for the State Assembly by the end of September 2024. This decision, however, has not been met with unanimous approval. It has sparked a dichotomy of emotions across the nation. The ruling Bharatiya Janata Party has celebrated the verdict, seeing it as a validation of their actions. Conversely, in the Kashmir Valley, the response has been less enthusiastic, with many voicing their resentment and expressing concerns about the implications this ruling holds for India's democratic fabric and federalism. This verdict has elicited a mixed response, with celebration on one side and resentment on the other. The implications of this decision will continue to resonate, shaping the political landscape of Jammu and Kashmir and, by extension, the entire nation. With the Supreme Court's decision, a new path lies ahead for Jammu and Kashmir. This path leads to a future that could be both challenging and promising. The court has called for the restoration of Jammu and Kashmir's statehood, a move that could potentially bring back a sense of normalcy to the region. However, the path to statehood is not without its hurdles. The court has also directed the Election Commission to hold state assembly elections by September 30th, 2024. These elections will be a crucial test of the region's political climate and may serve as a litmus test for the government's actions. But beyond the local implications, the decision also has wider ramifications for India's democracy and federalism. It raises questions about the balance of power between the central government and the states, and the extent to which the central government can alter the constitutional status of states. These are questions that will continue to be debated and discussed in the coming years. In the grand scheme of things, the question remains: will this decision bring closure or open a new Pandora's box? Only time will tell.
Please subscribe to this channel. Your single membership is extremely valuable for our growth and motivation. To receive regular updates, click the bell icon.